What's going on, everybody? Gene Martin here with President of Route 7 Orlando, and you are tuning into our Member Spotlight. For those of you that are not familiar with Route 7 Orlando, we are a member-based nonprofit organization of men. Our mission, we are a network of gentlemen driven to promote growth amongst the community and each other. Come on and tap in. What's going on, Courtney? Thank you for being a part of Route 7 Orlando's Member Spotlight. Appreciate you having us at your shop.
Hey, thank you, man. It's all my pleasure.
Definitely appreciate you being a member. Would love for our audience to get to know you. So if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'll let you go ahead and lead the way.
A little bit about me. I'm originally from Fort Pierce, Florida, so South Florida. I attended Fort Pierce Westwood. There are a lot of greats came from that area, so I'm very proud of my area and to see how it's growing now. I've been in Orlando about 15 years now.
Okay.
I originally moved to be closer to my late grandmother, but she's since passed on, and I developed a love and became more established in Orlando.
Okay.
With my business. And I do have family here, but I love Orlando. It's home to me now. But I do have that love for my hometown as well.
Well, definitely look forward to diving in a little bit more about your professional life, your military service. So let's go ahead and dive into it.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, Courtney, definitely appreciate you telling us where you're from. Coming from Fort Pierce, Florida, you do hold several titles, as if my memory serves me correctly: husband, father, veteran, entrepreneur. We got nonprofit founder. But I want to dive into your service, and first and foremost, thank you for serving our country. But tell me about your military experience in joining the U.S. Air Force.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me. And so my military experience, first I have to say thank you for your support. And just a little bit about me, how I even get involved with the military. I come from a military family.
Okay.
So I'm like third generation military. So, you know, I've deployed and I got 8 years in service. I'm actually fading my way out now.
Okay.
I think my time of chef life is over with. I can feel it in my body, and just, you know, the growth of the business is just making it hard for me. And some other personal things. But I do have a love for it. I've been able to travel all over the world. Some things I can say, some things I can't say.
Sure.
I've been blessed to see different parts of the world, and you know, I have a lot of memories, and I have those guys that I've been in different situations with. I still cherish those, you know, those experiences and those friendships for life.
Okay. Okay. Well, congratulations on your retirement from the service. I'm sure your time spent there, you were able to learn a lot of things, take a lot away from it. And as you mentioned, now you're able to focus a little bit more on some other important things in life, like your family and like your business, which we are here in the glass house, as you like to call it. So tell us about, you know, your journey as being an entrepreneur and starting Detailing Express. Tell us about that.
Okay, so I started, you know, playing around with I had an early interest in cars from a kid. So I think I may have been like 8 or 9, I seen my uncle like bring this paint finish back, and it was like super dull, and it looks like brand new showroom floor once he got done with it. So ever since then, like, it's almost like I've been chasing that high. That was my high, was to see the vehicle, see if I can do that, duplicate that. And then, like, you know, throughout high school, by the time I got in high school, I already was detailing cars, principal's cars, my gym coach, my basketball coach, teachers. None of them gave me good grades for it, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I
gotta shoot your shot.
I tried. But you know, by the time I graduated, I already had enough clientele to like open up my first business.
Okay.
So at 18, first semester of college, I started a business. I did that for a while, but once I moved to Orlando, I actually created Detailing Express, which that's the primary part of our business, which now we have grown into, you know, you got Detailing Express, you got a Glass House by Detailing Express,
okay.
and you have products now.
Awesome. Would love to hear a little bit more. So if you don't mind taking a deeper dive into some of the services and the products that you all offer here at Detailing Express.
Okay. So at Detailing Express, we have our mobile side. And the mobile side, we come to you. That's where we do more detailing, like your washes and wax, full details, maintenance packages, you know, the things that you need on a routine basis, or you're here and there. Now we have the Glass House by Detailing Express. With that, we're able to do things like go to different car shows like SEMA. We have vehicles on display where we did a ceramic coating that was displayed in Vegas.
Okay.
And we also do like vinyl wraps, PPF films, and the list goes on. We're more of a higher end specialty service.
Okay.
But then with that partnership that we have, that we started with Glass House, now we have able to have partnerships with like Mars Audio, where we do like car audio. If you bring your car to us, we can make it look like Pimp My Ride, basically.
Okay.
You know?
I remember that back in the day.
Yes. So it could be like Pimp My Ride, where you drop it off. As you see this vehicle behind us, we do a full vinyl, PPF, wheels. You want the trunk to open at a certain time or whatever. Like whatever you want to do, we can do it.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And then tell us a little bit, I love everything that you're mentioning, you know, basically you bring your car in and you can transform whatever your vision is into actuality and into reality. But tell us about your product line. I was so enthused when you shared that with us. The guys and our members were very excited for you all to build that brand, expand the brand, and actually have a product outside of the services that you all offer. So if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about the products that you all are now offering.
Okay, so with our products, as you can see here on the table, we actually have a line of ready-to-use commercial-grade products. So it's easy for the everyday consumer.
Okay.
A lot of the times, you know, through my years of detailing, you know, I would get someone to ask me, hey, what do you use to get that shine? What do you use to, you know, get your tires to look that good, you know? And so for a long time, I used to just like not want to share my secrets. But now I got to a point where it's like, well, I can't keep ignoring it. Well, maybe there's a demand there. Well, we was right. There was a demand. And so now we're able to bring the same products that we use in our mobile service and at the Glass House. Now we're able to give the customers access to those products. And so now they can achieve that, you know, ultimate showroom shine at their home on their own time. Because sometimes you run into situations where you may not have time to get it in or get on our schedule or bring your car in to have it ceramic coated, but you could do it on your own time, at your own home, whenever you want. Like we have Glassman Shine here. It's a great waterless wash, quick detailer, and we have the Gloss Boss. That's one of the best tire shines that you're gonna get on the market. We also have, for you guys that have ceramic coatings on your vehicles, we also have a ceramic aid. That's going to be a great in-between treatments to keep that depth and that shine on your ceramic coating. And make sure the main thing is making sure you're using the right products on your ceramic coating finish. Now we also have soap. Everybody needs soap. So we don't use any type of soap. This soap is called Ceramic Perk, and it's pH neutral soap. So this is like considered a very high quality type soap. It's not going to damage it. And the great thing about our product line, including our own foam cannon that we have here, the great thing about it, even though you see ceramic in the name of some of these products, your vehicle doesn't have to be ceramic coated to use these products.
Okay.
So You can use them in a different couple combinations, which we do have on our website.
Okay, so what you're telling me is I pick up some of these products and my car is car show ready.
Correct. So you pick up the products. Now, that doesn't mean you're gonna be like me, the glass man, all right? But I would say this, you're gonna achieve a lot better results than you would get most of the stuff that you would buy off the, over the counter, what we would like to call it in my world.
Okay.
So, and we go direct to consumer. We think it's more organic that way. We're a small business, we're a very own business, and I think that, that's why we get some of the response that we have been getting. And again, they're really good products. We push out more than a few thousand details just on our mobile side a year, and this is how we do it.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I appreciate you sharing that with us, and love the success in your expansion throughout my time knowing you.
Thanks.
So want to congratulate you. So last year you all celebrated a huge milestone of being in operation for 10 years. So tell me about, that celebratory time that you all had celebrating that milestone of being in business for 10 years. And, let me know one of your biggest takeaways of being an entrepreneur.
Okay, yes, 10 years, that was a huge milestone. I always tell people that about 7 of those years just really sucked. But it was a great event. We was in a position to where we was able to throw a black tie event.
Okay.
And the team, we brought all our team together. So our crew from West Palm came up, and our local crew, clients that we've had, business partners that we've made over the years. This was a chance that we can say, hey, listen, thank you for your support, and come out. Don't worry about paying for anything. It's all on us. We had the cigar lounge out, we did complimentary cigars, and we had a bar, and we had, light food and stuff like that, and it was an amazing time.
Awesome, awesome. Well, congratulations once again. I know that, you are very indebted to the communities that you're a part of. So I do want to know a little bit more about why community is so important to you, and then want to transition that into you telling us a little bit about your nonprofit organization, True Friends.
Okay. So the community to me is one of the most important things, because, I grew up with, like my grandparents, some of like aunts and uncles that, where I come from, it wasn't the suburbs, so it was hard times. And I was taught early on that, one, your community is what you make it. Right, and you want to always leave things better than what you got it. So, it's just something that was instilled into me. When I was younger, I was a lamplighter, a member of Omega Psi, their youth group. Those brothers actually made us, we met every week, and we did a lot of stuff in the community. So at an early age, I was exposed to it, and I continue, it's just a part of life. I started a turkey drive over 5 years ago, and and we worked on that together as well, and it's grown into an amazing event. And maybe about 700, almost 1,000 families I've fed through that time. But True Friends, that's how True Friends kind of came out of it, because once I started the turkey drive, then I started seeing that I started getting all the support. And so I was like, wow, well, if I'm getting support like this, and it's it wasn't just my customers, it was corporate companies that I had partnerships with, that I was doing business with, they was just supported. And so then I was like, well, what can we really do if we create a nonprofit? Like what the impact and the footprint we can really leave. And so I started True Friends with some of my friends, and we always say this, a true friend is gonna be there for you when you're in your lowest moment, and when you least expect. A true friend is gonna know how to be there and to help you. So
love that, and I'm proud to have collaborated with True Friends. Route 7 is proud to have collaborated with True Friends on multiple occasions when it comes to the turkey drive, when it comes to our Men in Mental Health speaker series. So definitely proud to have collaborated with you all, and you have inspired us in our A Time for Giving Turkey Drive. What was that? In 2018 is when we first collaborated at the barbershop over there. What was that? The Altamont Springs area off of Forest City. Edgewater area. Yes. So you know, to see your passion and to see you continue to put in that effort to give back to the community shows a lot about you, your personality, and just everything that you're giving back and who you are as a person. So definitely appreciate that. So definitely I want to transition a little bit. Understanding that you're a family man, you're a husband, you have kids, and you're involved in so many things. What do you want your legacy to be for your family?
I think legacy is definitely, that's an important word, right? I think most people think legacy is money, but I don't think legacy is money because the dollar can lose value, right? So I think the community service, you know, when you have a reputation and you have a certain standard of when they hear the name or they know you're associated with the brand, the quality that's behind it, I think that's the real legacy. Keeping that work going. You know, being an entrepreneur as well as being a parent, a father, everything that I've learned up until this point, by the time I realized that it was happening, it was already put in place before I got here. So my journey as being an entrepreneur had already started. So legacy as far as working in the community, being a father, all that stuff started early on. So I just think that if anything, if my kids or my nieces and nephews can carry anything forward from me, would just be to stand up, continue to do the work in the community. And because if you take care of the community, I truly feel that the community is going to take care of you.
Love that answer. Love that answer. So I want to get to know how we established our relationship in your introduction to Route 7. So if you could tell us, how were you introduced to Route 7? What was that like? What was that experience like? And then we'll follow up with a few additional questions on that. So how did you learn about us?
Okay, so a good friend of mine, like a really close friend of mine, Heinz's Mark, he actually was the one that suggested, hey, I see what you're doing. You really need to meet these guys from Route 7. So he reached out to Hector Ortiz. Hector Ortiz was like, yeah, gave me all the information. And then and that's before I knew it, me and you was talking. And that's how I got introduced to Route 7. And then from there, it was amazing because it was genuine, it was organic. And then we had a lot of like-minded, ideals and the vision of what we was trying to accomplish. So I think that what made it so beautiful. That's the thing that makes Route 7 beautiful. It's because you have an opportunity to be a part of something. There's no egos in it, and we all are working together to accomplish that one goal. And some of us doing it in different ways, but still it comes back. It's a certain love that you don't really see that much, to not have egos, to not have anyone have agendas, man, that speaks volume. And to me, those type of organizations or finding organizations like this is very hard.
Awesome. I definitely appreciate you being a member. And as I mentioned, for us to establish this early, 5 years ago now in 2018, and definitely look forward to continuing that relationship with you. If you wouldn't mind sharing, what is one of your most memorable experiences on Route 7 Orlando?
Oh man, it's a couple of them actually. I would say the mental health, the one we did last year, or one of the ones we did last year with True Friends and Route 7. That was mental health is a situation, or I don't want to say a situation, it's definitely more of an awareness now with mental health. And to just be in that room and, to for brothers and guys, men, to just open up and, you know, have the conversations we was having, you know, to create a space that everyone feel like, hey, I can talk now. I can open up. I thought that was powerful. And, you know, without going too deep into the event, but just knowing that when you look back, and we can all agree that the conversations and a lot of our pain and the hurt that's, you know, is passed down generations, and just to see where that disconnect happened, or kind of like trace it back, at least to have an idea, I thought that was amazing. I still have people reaching out to me to this day, when is the next one? When is the next one?
And I'm here to tell you we are planning for May. May happens to be Mental Health Awareness Month, so definitely look forward to collaborating with you this year as well. So as we begin to wrap up, what's next? What's next for Courtney Felton? What's next for Detail and Express? Want to know, give our audience and our listeners an opportunity to find out a little bit more and how they can contribute to your success.
Okay. What's next? We're gonna be the household name. I'm telling you this now. We're gonna be a household name. I'm dedicated to my journey. This is my life's work. So if it takes me another 20 years, another 30 years, we're gonna get there.
There we go.
And so I'm putting things in place now to make sure the growth is where it needs to be, so that those years when that time comes, before you know it, everyone is gonna know Detail and Express. So I definitely see us at some point franchising. We are going to add more products. Actually, we have more products that's coming out within our line.
Okay.
Right now, I think we're going to stay more so direct to consumer. Not really trying to go big box right now, but and then our mobile service. Our goal is to be the biggest mobile subscription-based company in the state of Florida, but more so in the nation.
There we go.
So we always say, if you want to look like success, you got to book with Detail and Express.
Hey, talk that talk.
So, you know, like Dion says, when you look good, you feel good. So that's another reason why you should get your cars detailed or get your products from Detail and Express.
Love that, brother. Well, want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's been a great opportunity to kick it with you, Courtney. Thank you for inviting us to the Glass House. And for more information for those that are interested in learning a little bit more about Route 7 Orlando, be sure to check out our website for upcoming events, to visit our online shop, as well as to just learn more about what we're doing in the community. You can find us at route7orlando.org or all social media platforms at Route 7 Orlando. Courtney, thank you again, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.